Aries, welcome to your hopes, fears, and reality spread. As per usual, you can click on that description box below and it'll talk about the significance of the spread and the placement of each card. Also, I released a video yesterday on the use of tarot and working in light and shadow. So if you want to understand exactly what the purpose of these spreads are in a little deeper level and what working in light and shadow really means, you can check out that video that I uploaded yesterday. Here we go. Wow. All right. You are hoping to release the constructs of traditional ideas of what people expect of you. That is crazy. You are looking to drop the recipe of what other people are leading you to do or telling you what to do, and actually reach inside yourself and find out, what do I want? Who am I? What are my values based on my experiences? So you're hoping to drop some traditions that you've been dealing with for a very long time in order to move forward in a way that makes you happy, in something that is meaningful to you, and not just blindly following this tradition. The fear is that if you let go of that too much, you may not be able to come back to yourself the way you are now. So it's almost like if you go ahead and you redefine your value system, you almost fear losing your current identity. It feels good and it's something that you want to do, but it's a little scary at the same time. The reality of the situation is, in the past, you've set yourself up with a value system that is unattainable, okay? And it might be that the value system that you have has been passed on throughout generations. So the context in which these values and traditions were created don't necessarily exist anymore, which is why they aren't making sense in a very modern life. You know, you might be seeking some of the same traditional values that your great-great-grandparents had over 60, 80 years ago, and it's just not making sense in a modern world anymore. You recognize that, and you want to redefine who you are based on your own concept, but it's still scary because you don't want to let go of who you are and who you've been. You're afraid that it will change you. The reality of the situation is it will change you, okay? The reality of the situation is you are going to walk away from things that you have put a lot of effort into in the past, and it's going to be a difficult journey. It's not going to be an easy one. But stepping out of the cards and stepping into a little bit of life experience of somebody who has very different values from the ones that I grew up with, I can say you don't have to change every piece of you to change your values, traditions, and beliefs. You only need to change some parts of you. And if you want to do it with a systematic approach to make it more comfortable, only change one thing at a time. That's just a little personal advice right there. That one in the cards. Yeah, see, you are seeking emotional fulfillment. You are seeking the highest potential of emotional growth. But right now it's in a low resolution, so you still have to process it through a framework. The reality of the situation is you know how you feel. You are very emotional about this on the inside, but you aren't letting it show on the outside. And not only do you realize how emotional you are about this, you realize that other people will be emotional about this too. In which case, you want to drop your guard and drop your walls, express exactly who you are and who you want to be, and you want people to accept that as you move forward. But like I said, it can be very difficult if you're changing everything all at once. I would honestly suggest taking a systematic approach and finding a few small things and changing those, going ahead and letting your tribe know this is who I am and this is where I'm going, and then take a little bit of time and pick two more things and adjust those slowly. If you make these changes slowly, you won't seem like a completely different person. You'll feel like you're learning the lessons of the values and traditions that didn't work out. You're reframing how you can use those things to create this new idea that rests with your value system. Okay? Again, I'm just going to go back to the original idea. You want to let go of old traditions and values that no longer serve your purpose and needs in a modern world. You fear losing a portion of your identity in the process. But the reality of the situation is you are coming out of these very old traditions that no longer serve your highest good, and you are walking away from something that holds a lot of value to you. And it's a difficult journey to get to the emotional fulfillment that you wish to hold in your heart and express to the world. It's not going to be easy, but it's probably going to be worth it. Aries, I hope you found a message that serves your highest good, and I will see you next week.